This is BNN, the most trusted name in nonsense. Hey, it's time once again for the DullardsClub, a show that we're told has countless listeners.
Yeah,
or is it listeners that you don't count, or that don't count?
Can't count that high.
That don't count.
By any count. If you don't have very much to do for the next 20 minutes or so,
there we go.
Why don't you join us? And we're glad you're here.
That's a hell of a premise.
Just in time for the debut of a new feature on the podcast, The Daily Gripe.
God damn it.
We're just making it official.
Well, exactly, because that's what we do all the time. We thought, well, why not call it a segment?
All right.
So, anyone have a gripe?
Yeah, I'm going to start with the one that, frankly, is not going to impact me because I bought my last car probably for my life. Did you know about this new ruling starting in 2027 vehicles?
Is it about having telemetry sent to the car companies or the government?
Well, a step further than that. They're expected to implement new federal regulations requiring all new passenger vehicles to be equipped with advanced impaired driving prevention technology. Technology will utilize artificial intelligence and sensors to monitor driver alertness and prevent accidents.
Slippery slope.
It is indeed, and it's happening. It was passed, and now the machinations are going on to make sure, are we really going to do this?
Here's what's going to happen. They're going to use it to stop people from drunk driving and things like that. But then the cops are going to request that they be able to do it for hot pursuits. But then it's going to keep going, and it's going to keep going, and they're going to be able to monitor anything that you're doing.
Well, I mean, it's beyond monitoring, though, Rich. It's gotten to the point, as I understand the rule, if you're driving and you look down for more than X seconds to turn a station on the radio, or if you decide to take your eyeballs off the road ahead of you, they can remotely stop your car. And then you have to wait 10 minutes to be able to start it again.
I suppose they could do that, and they almost could do it now. It's just a question of turning that function on. But why would that is a bit counterproductive to me. I can see it in the case of, let's say there was a pursuit and the cops had to stop somebody who was about to hurt somebody or go off the road or do something else.
Right.
Why would they not, in a controlled environment, say, all right, turn off that engine? There is intelligence involved in artificial intelligence. It isn't just if this, then we do this. If I were to design that algorithm, it wouldn't just be he took his eyes off the road for 3 seconds and we're going to shut him down.
I'd rather have them assign demerit points for people not using their friggin' turn signals, and after 10 demerits, then the car is disabled.
We're going to call this gripes or rage against the machine. Rich, what do you have?
Yeah, my gripe has to do with fees and tipping.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
I was out Tuesday or Wednesday having dinner at a restaurant down the street, and I've been there, I don't know, half a dozen times. I'm looking at the menu, and I ordered like fish and chips. And the goddamn dinner was $26 for fish and chips.
Yep.
Which is bad enough. But in fine print at the bottom of the menu, it said 3% administrative fee will be added to all orders.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? Why are they charging me a fee?
I'll tell you why.
Because they don't want to jack up the prices. That's
because
why.
They can, yes. So they hide it. Some of them are as blatant as saying 3% added for staff health benefits. It's like, you got to be shitting me.
The second part of my gripe has to do with something that I read actually this morning about tipping. Now, let's say you go to a restaurant and you order a $50 meal.
Mm-hmm.
You pay, you assume a 20% tip would be like $10.
Sure. Well, yeah.
But let's say, for the sake of argument, that you go to the same restaurant and you're still by yourself, but you order a $120 meal. The difference between the effort by the kitchen
and
the waitress or the waiter is minimal. So why should you have to tip more for that meal?
Well, that's the whole tipping nature.
Higher.
Yes. I think what's more troubling is the fact that a lot of restaurants are adding a default thing, the old friggin' iPad. We've talked about this. And let's say, for the sake of discussion, for the sake of round numbers, it's a $10 meal. Or let's say a $100 meal. Okay, I'm inclined to tip 20% without even thinking 20%, okay, $20. What they'll do is at the bottom, it will say suggested tip, 18, 22, 27, 20, 25, 30%. But what's worse is they'll say 20%, and then they'll have the balls on a $100 meal to put 20%, $25 or $24. They can't even do the fucking math.
Let's hear from you, Pat.
I think it's time for a joke or two. It's joke time.
That's fair enough. I think that's a good idea, yeah. Okay, I've got one. The CIA is interviewing 3 potential agents, 2 men and a woman. For the final test, they bring one of the male candidates to a door and hand him a gun. We must know that you will follow instructions no matter what, says the interviewer. Inside this room, you will find your wife sitting in a chair. Kill her. You can't be serious, the man says. I could never shoot my wife. Well, then you're not the right man for the job, says the interviewer. Next. Second man is given the same instructions. 5 minutes later, he emerges with tears in his eyes and says, I can't do it. Finally, the woman is given the test, but with her husband. She takes the gun, enters the room. Shots are heard, then screaming, crashing, and banging. After a few minutes, she comes out and wipes the sweat from her brow. You didn't tell me the gun was loaded with blanks, she said. I had to beat him to death with a chair leg.
Well, here's a good example of why most comedians are divorced or never married.
Okay.
This is cut right out of the Henny Youngman group. You never tell one Henny Youngman joke. You've got to rattle off about 15 of them. And of course, I can't do that without writing them down and reading them. So here is my ode to Henny, as told by Red Skelton. They all tell the same jokes. She has an electric blender, an electric toaster, an electric bread maker. She said, there are too many gadgets and no place to sit down. So I got her an electric chair. My wife told me the car wasn't running well because there's water in the carburetor. I asked where the car was. She told me it's in the lake. She got a mud pack and looked great for 2 days. Then the mud fell off. She ran after the garbage truck yelling, am I too late for the garbage? The driver said, no, jump in. Remember, marriage is the #1 cause of divorce. I married Miss Right. I just didn't know her first name was Always. I haven't spoken to my wife in 18 months. I don't like to interrupt her. The last fight was my fault. My wife asked, what's on the TV? I said, dust.
Who was it? Rodney has a lot of them like that. He says, I called this girl. She says, come on over. There's nobody home. I went over. There was nobody home.
All right. Well, with that, I think it's time to be stumped, which is an easy thing to do, by the way.
We were stumped by jokes.
You got a good stumper, Don?
I have a
stumper.
Do you remember Dennis the Menace? Who replaced Mr. Wilson on Dennis the Menace when the real Mr. Wilson, the actor, died suddenly?
You mean the actor or the role?
One actor replaced. He was called another Mr. Wilson or something like that.
Right. He was like his
brother. It was his brother.
His brother or his nephew or somebody
his
was related to
him. His brother who bought the
him,
house after the character died on the set. Anyway,
was it the same person who played the boss in Lucille Ball?
Very
the
good.
Lucy Show?
Gail Gordon.
Mr. Mooney.
Yeah, Mr.
Gail
Mooney,
Gordon.
right.
Mr. Mooney. Good for you. Yeah, I knew I'd say. I said, really? Because I didn't remember. I looked up Mr. Wilson for some reason to see who it was, and I can't tell you right now who the actor's name is. But I certainly remember Gail Gordon, and he was big on, and I can picture him He's one of those people you can picture immediately. At least I certainly can with that ugly,
Right.
stupid little mustache of his. And
What do you got, Pat?
What do you got, Pat?
Well, you know, I'm a TV guy
Sure.
from way back, way back. So, how many seasons did Gilligan's Island run?
In terms of episode count or season count, I'd say 11.
Oh God, I was thinking more like 5.
Okay, it was only 3,
Wow.
and they never were actually rescued from the island. They remain on the island to this day.
To this day.
They were supposed to have a 4th season, and they all thought, okay, well, we're going to do it. You know, we're just going to have another season. And apparently, Bill Paley's wife wanted to make sure that Gunsmoke stayed on the air.
Oh, geez.
So they just got shoved off the schedule by Gunsmoke who had to be there. And the
Still
only
does.
person besides was it Sherwood Schwartz or whatever, whoever was the creator of Gilligan's Island, there's one character on the show that did receive residuals from it.
Really? Okay. Probably Tina Louise, because she was such a hard ass, supposedly.
She actually it turns out she wasn't the one,
Okay.
but it was a female.
Well,
That narrows
Natalie
it down
Schaefer.
quite a bit.
yeah. Well, there's
Natalie
only
Schaefer.
2 other ones, and of the 2, I'd say Mary and Don Wells.
Yeah, it was Dawn Wells.
Yeah.
Dawn
How the
Wells.
hell did she get that?
She was married to a lawyer
That'll do it.
who convinced her that she needed to amend one of the clauses in the contract.
You know what would have been great? They should have had Tom Hanks find Gilligan on Castaway.
Yeah, he could have been walking around the island and bumped
Yeah.
into him.
Well,
Oh
I
my
mean, you
God, look at
could see California from the island. It's not like
Or just see a shipwreck with the SS Minnow or something.
Rich. You've got an audio stumper for us, don't you?
Oh, good.
It's funny you should mention that because I do. You guys remember the old cartoon, The Mighty Hercules?
I remember Hercules. I remember a
Vaguely,
Hercules
I
comic,
remember
yeah.
something like
I remember
that.
there being one.
Back in the early to mid 60s, Hercules, hero of song and story.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay.
I remember the song. Yeah.
Yeah, let me play the theme song.
Okay.
And my stumper is who sang it?
Okay.
Hercules, hero of song and story, Hercules, winner of ancient glory, fighting for the right, fighting with his might, fire in every part of the mighty Hercules.
So the question is, who sang the theme song to that cartoon?
Well, I can say it sounds vaguely familiar, but not enough to guess who it is. And I know it's going to be one of those when you tell us. It's going to be my typical. Really?
Yeah, you'll recognize, you'll know that you knew the voice once I tell you who it is. But let me see if I can give you some clues. He was big in the 60s.
He was
general.
clearly
He
a
had-
singer. I mean, professional singer.
Yeah. Well, was
yeah,
it?
yeah.
I'm going to throw a couple of them out here.
Okay.
Johnny Mathis.
Nope, but good guess.
It is a good guess. He's got more of a.
Sounds a little like the guy that did Rawhide.
Oh! I don't know his name, but it does sound a little bit like that. It's got a little
Yeah,
higher
that was
pitch,
the
though.
same. That was the same guy who did the theme song for Blazing Saddles.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes, that's right.
I
he
remember
did.
seeing that in the behind the scenes.
Yeah,
Right.
I forget his name though.
His voice is
It's
cleaner
not-
than that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not him. Anyway.
Right. Okay.
Johnny something or other was. Or
Let me give you another hint.
Yeah.
Reggae.
Jimmy Cliff.
Nope.
Bob.
Bob Marley?
Nope. He had a hit in the late '60s that was reggae style. In fact, it's a cover of a reggae tune by Bob Marley.
I shot to Sharon. It's not Eric Clapton. I know that.
This is getting more obscure as you.
No, but this is going to be a real. Talk about a stumper.
You're right.
Did he do any other TV theme songs?
I don't think he did any other TV themes, but he'd had at least 3 hits.
He did. He was well enough known that we will go, holy crap, really?
Well, I think so, yeah.
Give us a hint with one of his hits.
Well, if I tell you one of the song names, you'll know who it was.
Well, that's exactly it.
That's
That
the
way
idea.
you don't have to just spell out the name.
Eventually, we're going to find
You
out.
can give us a little bit of a challenge.
All right. One of his hits was Stir It Up.
Really? Johnny Nash?
Yes.
Oh, Johnny Nash. That was that's the third reggae star.
The cover song was I Can See Clearly Now.
Wow, and the funny thing is I never consider either of those reggae, but I guess they are.
I always thought that I Can See Clearly was a reggae-esque song.
Right,
Wow.
right. I did too.
That is pretty cool. That's a good stumper, Rich.
Johnny Nash.
Well, there you go.
And I was thinking Jimmy Cliff because I just like that name, Jimmy Cliff.
Well, you were half right when you said Johnny like 2 or 3 times.
That's right.
All right, so that's going to take us to the merciful end of yet another Dullards Club episode. Thank you for staying with us, and we look forward to seeing you again next time. So be good or just be you.
That'll do.
Haversham.